One of the things about the wealthy is they're not all aggressive. Some of them are introverts, some of them are extroverts, different personalities, male, female. Some of them are in tech, some real estate, car dealerships, service businesses. I know a guy that made a ton of money with hearing aids, dentists, chiropractors, doctors, professionals, investors. But they all have a couple things in common. 5 things really that you'll find most common about the wealthy. The ones that made it from nothing, not the ones that were born into it. Number 1, the wealthy get wealthy not saving money. They invest their money. You're never going to create wealth, ever. It is impossible to create wealth because you have a profession or because you're great at your job or career. The only way to create true wealth is through investing. It is not through learning. It is not through watching videos. It is not by going to conferences. The number 1 best, most successful way, probably the only way to ever create real wealth, beyond millions of dollars, by the way, is quit saving. Quit saving your money. This is what my parents did. They saved money. They didn't invest their money correctly. They didn't take money and leverage it into real investments because they were terrified of losing their money. I understand that. But there are asset classes out there where you can never lose your money. I'm actually going to be doing a training on that exact topic. How do you invest and protect yourself from the downside of ever losing money? Warren Buffett says this: never lose money. Rule number 2. Remember rule number 1. Number 3 rule: invest in things that cash flow. So I'll be sharing that with you in a training. The second thing the wealthy do, the millionaires, the self-made millionaires do, is they play get rich for sure. I don't know if you've ever heard this term. I coined this phrase years ago. I'm not interested in get rich quick. I got some buddies that try to teach those courses. Cringe when I hear them. I don't want to get rich quick. I want to get rich for sure. I've always wanted to get rich for sure. I don't really care how long it takes, as long as I'm not old and dead. But I want to know that I'm getting rich for sure. I'm not a shortcut guy. I'm not a gambler. I'm not the guy that's going to put it all on one color. I'm extremely conservative when it comes to investing because I don't want to lose my money. Both my parents came up through a time when my mother was in food lines, and she told me that story so many times, dude. I got scared that one day I'd be in a food line. So I don't want to get rich quick because I know that comes with the pain of busting out, okay? And that might, by the way, keep me from being one of the wealthiest people in the world because I don't take these big chances. But if this is you, like you're thinking, yeah, I don't need the 3-week 1,000x return. I want to be able to invest my money in something. I get the tax write-offs, I get the benefits, I get the cash flow, and I get the long-term appreciation. And that's what the wealthy do, but in masses. They're not taking these crazy chances. 3, they invest in assets that appreciate over time. They invest in assets, in IPs that they control, royalties they control, things that they know over time will increase in value, that there's a 99.9% chance that they're going to increase in value. And that's what they invest in. They don't make little bets, they make big bets, and they invest in things that they know will go up in value over time. That could be a sports team. Chances you buying a sports team are next to none. Same for me. So you got to start thinking about, okay, what assets can I do that with? Okay. Oh, wow. I'm going to go create the next big thing. I'm going to create an app and hundreds of millions of people are going to download my app. Okay. Chances of you doing that are, your chances are bigger than mine because I'm not even trying. There are assets out there today that are in your backyard. They're in your neighborhood. You don't have to buy a sports team. You don't need to be connected. You don't have to know how to write code or do tech. It's sitting there waiting for you right now. And it's one of the ways that I created the wealth that I have in my life. We have 11 businesses today, and then we have a real estate portfolio of 12,000 units, going to 40,000 units, and about $4 billion worth of real estate. Now, the 11 businesses that I own, man, they were so hard. to create them, start them, manage them, guide them, hire people for them, advertise, market, get them known, like to organize it. We have hundreds and hundreds of employees in these companies, about 700 employees across these companies, most of which are startups. They're brand new. They don't have a lot of employees. A lot of risk, a lot of downside, a lot of problems, a lot of headaches, a lot of people. The real estate, almost no headaches. Compared to the value of the portfolio, very few people work at it. It appreciates in value over long periods of time, and that's what wealthy people do. They invest in assets. Real estate is one of the things they love. Okay, number 4, they invest in assets and cash flow. Give me a drip. Let me rip. Give me a little drip. Give me something every month. Give me something every quarter. Give me something to reward me. 3%, 4%, 10%. Give me something to reward me to have a 10x big bang at the end of the appreciation of the asset. Warren Buffett says 3 rules. Don't lose money. 2, remember number 1, don't lose money. And number 3, only invest in things that cash flow. You know, Warren Buffett, he's a major player at Apple now. And it took him forever to get there. And the reason he finally invested in Apple was because he finally understood the cash flow of the iTunes account. It was crazy. That's when he made his big move. Every company he's ever invested in had positive cash flow. And cash flow enough that they could distribute cash flow. Number 5, big tip for the wealthy, that's the not so secret. They invest in assets that give them massive tax benefits using debt. Okay, number 5 is the game changer. It is the Mac Daddy wealth builder that I did not learn until I was about 50 years old. And I want to share this with you in an event and a training I'm going to be doing. It's about 3-hour training. It'll be live. And I want to share with you the asset class in this training where you can use debt. Even if you have bad credit, you can use debt to give you tax benefits and then leverage that into a asset class in your backyard where you live without creating anything to create tremendous amounts of value for yourself, your family, and your household. The wealthy, the super wealthy, know that they have to use good debt to create massive tax benefits. So they actually get 100% of the money out of their assets without paying any taxes. This is a super tax loophole that the wealthy have been using for years. I'm going to be sharing this with you in the training. Remember these 5 things I shared with you today. Maybe share them with a friend if you liked them. Look, I'm pulling for you. I didn't have anybody pulling for me. I didn't have anybody encouraging me on the come up. I was $40,000 in debt. I spent 17 years going to schools, learned nothing at them, virtually nothing. And today, the life I have today is freaking phenomenal because somehow, some way, I don't know, blessed, gifted, got lucky, whatever, I kind of snuck through the system and ended up with a couple businesses that are doing phenomenal. I got a life that's insane, man. For a guy with very little talent, okay? I'm not I'm not a ball player. I'm not a rapper. I can't sing, can't dance. I'm not a TV star. Yet I have $4 billion worth of real estate and a couple companies that do about $150 million a year sale. And those companies probably are going to be put together at some point, and we'll go public and sell the whole thing for billions and billions of dollars. So if I can do this, I know you guys can do it. And I promised myself if I ever made it, I was going to share with other people what I learned, what I needed to unlearn. Big point right there. You need to unlearn some shit. You need to unlearn some stuff that mom and daddy and your teacher told you. Your mentor, your last guy, whoever you're listening to, if what you have now hadn't got you where you want to go, what you have now in your head might be keeping you from where you want to go. Okay?